third down. Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Quitting drive march.
You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. For the extra point. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 37 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Colts take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14. Buccaneers 6. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Touchdown, Colts. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Blankenship out for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Score Colts 21, Buccaneers 6. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. CD for them. This is just... And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. 20. That was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 2-yard line.
He'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times, what are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They'll always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or...
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rivers to throw this time. He's got Burton here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Colts.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. Still churning. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 25 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
They're slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will make it into the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Corey Willis.
Brady's pass intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over first.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On the delay, Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. That's out to the left and complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line.
I think in a sense they won with their presentation because they showed 22 personnel. That's 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. So you figure if it's going to be a big play, it would come out of the running game because that's how they showed. But instead, they chose to throw out of that formation, and they definitely caught the defense off guard.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 58 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To the end zone, touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack taking it in. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that one heck of a run right there. Once once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
1 yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
The 26-yard line.
Time rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at his own 9-yard line.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
The
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Trey Burton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Good job, good job.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Brissett again. He completes this one to Mack. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Blankenship for the Colts field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up near the 34. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series can very well determine our outcome. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd down and 8. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Play fake. Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, 35 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, it's Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but that's adopted in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And 12 at the 15-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Brissett. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. Takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They should have put at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. After the start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 34.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Rodgers now on first down. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
What is this?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. What a glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Ryan Switzer on the return.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 81 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, he's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 70 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Takes it at the 7. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
At the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down past the 30. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
And it's third down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Play fake, Mayfield. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hey, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Loss of 16 yards. And it's 4th down.
Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 28-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 24. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
15. And the Browns first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
7-yard line.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score all time.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in. And the Packers have moved out in front. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Packers 28, Browns 21. Mason Crosby for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. It brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down, Browns.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down is he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He'll have a first down inside the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Tonight's final
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Washington football team. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Jacksonville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. as they get a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Washington 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. This is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. I don't think they care. They've got the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Washington 0.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The score, Jaguars 14, Washington 0.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Washington.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route, because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Wildcat.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Sliding out of the pocket. And Eifert has it. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Washington 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now Heineke. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Just got to be patient, baby. Just got to be patient.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on E8. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Out of the gun now on third down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
He can run for it, and he will. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flush to his right. The throw taken in by Sims. Not much there, only a yard. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
He was brought down by Fabian Moreau. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also...
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
On first down, Gibson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
7 at the 30-yard line.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Couple of times already.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for...
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Joe Schobert in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. As he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
Intercepted. The Jaguars
whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And beyond the 20, but not by much.
In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. He gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the...
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Bears nothing.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 23. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it, 3rd and 2.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers out to his left. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Knocks him over. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Snap comes at 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears draw a bit closer. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Again, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be second down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Let's go!
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 39 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Packers take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Don't stop that
A
moment.
big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
That's the end of the third quarter, with the score all tied.
2nd and 12. This time, Trubisky will throw. Going up top for Miller. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 51 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Packers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. Here's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Escape, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game.
And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now it's Patterson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
26-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, they had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
A 51-yard advance.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it'll be second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
16 yards, a first down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people...
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with their opponents. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with their opponents. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Carry of the game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 24. Get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Philadelphia.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down, here's Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And it's third down.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. 34 yards, and the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, when you've got a guy like Marquise Goodwin, a former Olympian, mind you, you've got to devise ways to get the football in his hands, and mission accomplished there.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at their 48-yard line.
The carry here for the big tight end. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
And Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Good job, my brother. Let's get it in.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And an Eagle 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2nd and 11 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott, 35 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down, Hurts. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Jake Elliott on for the point.
They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Hands team able to cover it up. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, Philadelphia.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Eagles.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And he's got it. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Elliott good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now.